Alright, we're back. Oh, you lot, hold it right there. Hang on, there's no need to stop them. They couldn't be involved in this mess.
If you're talking about the pirate incident, I believe we resolved that to everyone's satisfaction.
This has nothing to do with Champa this time, old man. This time, it's the Kimobo that attacked us.
Old man? Wait, did you say you were attacked again?
By Kimbombo? Kimbombo? Do you know about the Kimbombo? No. Not many people do. They're a barbaric tribe from central Gondolin. Watch out for them.
When did all this happen?
Not too long ago. Right after the mayor left, actually.
Was anything stolen?
Only a single black orb. Everything else was untouched.
A black orb.
I'm afraid we don't have much more information than that. You helped us with Champa, so I'll tell you what. Maybe you could look around at the mayor's house. It's the only one that was robbed. Alright. So, there's two places for us to go. One is the mayor's house. And as you can see, the orb that was on the mantle is now gone. Oh, the Kimbombo wanted when they attacked us with the black orb that sat above the fireplace. We were just lucky that no one was hurt. My father was holding on to that orb for Piers, and Kibombo stole it. No matter how much he apologizes for losing it, it won't make things right. Golly, that name is the worst. I never tried to pronounce that name before, but good grief. Everyone yelled at me for running away running away this last time, so next time I'm gonna fight. But the thing is, last time I took such a beating I got lumps on my head. Ouch! You should have seen my partner in that fight. He was in the mix right up until he took him down. Man, that takes courage. Well, Piers is in here. Piers wasn't one of the Champa, so that's why they let him go. You shouldn't just keep an innocent man in prison for no reason. So that Piers guy wasn't a pirate after all? It still doesn't matter where that ice came from. That freaked me out. Well, I guess honestly alright, well, technically we could do the thing to get Piers, but it's not a good idea. Alright, fine. I guess I'll have to come back after I get Piers. I mean, for me, it's just, I'm gonna have to go through all this to get back to Ayers Rock, to go to that one place to gather a chest that may not have something that's that useful. But knowing if it's locked behind something regarding Synergy that you don't have, it's typically better than what you could normally get at that point. So it's a bit of a mixed match there. Okay, so hello, troll. I don't want to deal with you, honestly. Alright, we got rid of the troll pretty good. And we do have, it's a little bit of a longer way around, but we do have a way around Yampa Desert, so we don't have to go through all the way to begin. Actually, I can do one better. I have enough sacred feathers to get me through all this, so I don't know why I don't just use it when I do this. There. But that being said, there's not a whole lot that can change. Again, you can do like these two separate storylines out of order. There is going to be extra dialogue with some of it, I think, if I remember correctly. There's some extra dialogue in the werewolf area if you have Piers with you, but I don't know for certain. Really? I went the wrong way? That's not. Yeah, if it wasn't obvious, Piers is gonna be our water adept from this, if you haven't played the game. Oh boy. There's not too many water adepts around, so whenever you see one, they're pretty significant to the story in some way. Here's Gordon. And back in Ayers Rock. I did find out that thankfully we don't have to do all the things again. And we're just back where we left off in Ayers Rock. Thankfully. So. No skin off our nose since we left. It was just a little side detour, as it were. And this is Hurricane. What it does is it'll reduce the attack of whoever you're hitting. So, it's nothing too crazy. But making sure we have good levels is going to be something important. Because some of these areas in the game can actually be extremely difficult. Especially if you're not leveled. There's a certain boss I have in mind that's extremely difficult to beat. So, just fighting as much as I can now as we're just running through to do story stuff is going to be much more agreeable, in my opinion, than going through the whole deal and then getting completely owned by this. I don't know if I need to go down there. That's going to send me over to the other side. I don't think I need to do that. Well, I have to do that because, no, there's a way around. I just need to look at it and go this way. Okay, that's going to the next screen. I don't want to do that. Sometimes you have to, but I try to avoid it if possible, because sometimes you miss stuff that you would need to make sure are taken care of when you do that. Yeah, so once we get Piers, we'll be able to do something about this. Again, we can't really do anything right now about that. We do want to do this and let the wind carry us to this area. And as you can see, there is something we can get over there, but we can't quite get there. Not quite. And if we went up those other, that climbable wall, we would have ran into that log. So, you do want to be careful about that. Also, you can kind of skirt the edge a little bit so you're not hit by that whirlwind, because you will get hit and you'll fall and you have to climb all the way back up. Now you can fall all the way down and apparently get attacked by a harpy and an emu. Let's just take care of them one at a time. Man, Felix with the hurricane all the time. Alright. Push this to the side, it'll permanently be there. So even if we leave the area, we're good. Open this for a sleep bomb. If you stand on top of the little statue, it'll send us back up so we don't have to go through that whole bit again. And we want to come up this way. I think there's either a Venus or a Jupiter Jin here. It's in, like, this area of Air's Rock where you have to deal with all these side areas. Oh, gosh, really? Alright, well, let's jump down. It's a ghoul! It did 4 damage. Oh my gosh, I'm so terrified. And it did 4 damage to Sheba. She's gonna have some of the least defense in the game. Alright. This is the area you want to go to. So you need to make sure you do that. And then go back around to where we were previously. And then use move again to push it and then jump on this thing, the statue. And it'll bring you up to that other area where that wind is. Now. No, hold on. Really? I guess it's if you just want to avoid doing the climbing? Oh no, okay. There's 2 ways. I was like, what in the world is the difference? One of them leads one way, one of them leads another. You're still gonna get to the area that you need to go to, it's just, if you go this extra way, you can get some extra loot, as it were. You can also pull this down, which you actually need to do, to blow away the fog. Because if you try to go up, you end up back here. What you need to do is you need to pull the log down and then go back around. It's a little bit ridiculous in my opinion. I don't know why they make you do that. Felix? Thank you. Alright, let's get rid of the harpy. And thankfully, Jenna now gains a level. Alright. Slowly making our way around. There are some areas, I will say, that seem like they're more padding of like, oh, you have to go all the way. I don't know why they just didn't put a dirt slide on that screen in the bottom that we just left. It would make so much more sense. Now I'm not 100% sure, but I have a feeling that I'm going to not like it if I don't go up that other area. Now, unfortunately, that stone pillar or log or whatever it is doesn't allow me to jump across. So, back across we go. Yay. For the umpteenth time. Unfortunately, this is probably one of my least favorite areas in the game just because of the monotony like this. It's not a bad area. And they utilize the idea of you having to use the wind quite well. It's just... There's another area that utilizes the abilities of wind a lot better than Air's Rock does. Like, genuinely. Alright. Let's go. Yep. You get the fusion shield. Because I have way too much stuff stuck on Felix. Fusion shield, it resists wind, which is also another plus for him. Now he has 2 items that give him resist to wind. So he now has plus 70 resist to wind. Which, for an Earth Adept, that's really good. Later on, we're gonna swap out, of course, but that is a very big bonus for Felix, because for this area that has a good bit of wind enemies, oddly enough though, not a lot of them use... Oh, I think I'm wrong. I didn't need to go down that one specifically. For this area, really, as you can tell, there's not a lot that you... You're kind of honestly overpowered for a little bit. And you don't have to deal with it all that much. Unless you deal with a Jin or a big monster, then that's pretty much it. Alright. I thought there was a Jin in that area, but I guess not. Unless the thing is I'm probably thinking of a future area. That's why it's kind of jumbled up like that, but... Is this really the end of Ayers Rock? Not quite. Instead of summoning a whirlwind, it summons a thunderstorm that destroys the earth itself. Good grief. Head down, and we hit inside of Ayers Rock. Thankfully, there's a Synergy Crystal right at the beginning. With us not having... The only time you really had to use Synergy was at the bottom. She was probably fine for her Synergy, but it's there to give you... to top you off, which you do need. Well, you don't need it, but it's always nice to have it there. Alright. This is going to require some puzzles being solved. Okay. Alright, Emu and Ghouls. No one likes either of you. I'm so threatened by the 6 damage you do. Yeah, I think I have to fall down to that point, because I can't get there otherwise. Or maybe not fall down, but get sent upward. This is straight onward. I'm trying to remember where all these different areas lead, which, granted, I'm not going to be 100% successful in remembering all that. You need this to be open to hit that. But... problem is...